Hi, bonjour, internet e-bike lovers. As you hear, there's a lot of storm ongoing in the Alps. With the climate change, you have extreme uphill winds. You can't say any more winds. It's really a storm. You pedal downhill and you don't move nothing. So
Bonne journée pour vous, madame. Ah, c'est là. Où est-ce qu'on va mettre ici?
you may be surprised that I document 25 kilometers here to St Andres, over an hour. It should be easy, as I thought before. I make this in the second pas, and I drive up like the Hells Angels on this mountain. But what I learned already on the first 10 kilometers from the camping to Arnaud, it goes up and up, and I saved power to be on the secure side. So it was first gear, step 1, between 12 and 16 kilometers per hour. And I remember this road, I went several times with the bus on it, that it could be absolutely terrible going uphill, but I wanted not to know it at the moment. So I said, how can I make it and just go on slow, but continuous. I made only run about 5 breaks, not more, 5 breaks, mostly for drinking water, not much food. And the road itself is nice. I have no problems with the trucks. I come along with them. I'm driving on this road where nobody wants to drive, where a lot of trucks and people going around. But this is necessary if you want to achieve your goals, to come to the nice places. You have always to use this, or you let transport you yourself by a truck, what I find ridiculous. So let's move on. I had two situations where even in the first gear, first step, I could almost not come around the mountain up, because there is so much stormy wind against you that has never been the case. It's really climate change. It's now all over the Alps. It's in the springtime, in the summertime, and I think it's in Spain, it's in America, it's everywhere. You have wind, wind, wind. So that's the main reason why you should go for an electric bike. If that would be a normal VTT. I have a girlfriend, she crossed the Alps. Yeah, she could do it, but then this is absolutely difficult. I cannot do it. I tried with 50 kilo. I cannot pedal up this hill. It's impossible. The bike has 400 watt, but actually in the first gear, I estimate that I'm using between 100 and 150 watt, and I burn a lot of electricity because of the 50 kilogram luggage and the wind against me, the controvento, I like the Italians say. It's like if you drive a Ford 150 Lightning electric, if you have a trailer there, your range distance goes down to 50%. That's normal. You have to learn. Electric is weight, and if you go up, you pay for it. So, oh yes, some trucks coming. It's all going fine. So some people said, yeah, why no regenerative braking? Yeah, this makes sense by big cars, but electric bikes, it makes not much sense, because you would perhaps economize 15% downhill. But where I would like it, if it's instead of braking, not for making regeneration in my battery, because the battery gets also hot, I cannot put a lot in it, but instead of using the brakes, to use electric brakes, that would be quite an advantage. What people should think about it. So now let's go up. And this, I'm still in a good mood. I don't know what's coming to me, and I had three stops where I said, damn it, roll back, go in a nice restaurant, roll downhill at full speed, but let that be, you never make it. And what happens if your battery is off and you have made 2/3 of the hill? You cannot get that bike over the mountain without electricity. There are no restaurants on the way where I could recharge her. So I was really surprised that the total 35 kilometer can bring me to the limit. Okay, finally you will see I will make it, but it's a surprise because I was almost going back, and then comes a big pleasure. Then I go downhill the other side. I'm going downhill 50 kilometers per hour with this bike. It's like a motorbike. It has really a good street contact. And then I go to the camping. And what I found the most important is to have an electric pump for the night, for the mattress, because you're so tired. If you should pump it up manually, you would go to hell. So let's have some luxury and let's have some fun, and think about when you go up the next day in the morning, you will go in the village to the central coffee, you buy pain chocolat, and you will be the king, and you relax for one day. So that's for the moment, and this long distance I document mainly for myself, because I want to make this difficult mountain again, and by seeing the video I saw how much wind I have to endure. I need other nutrition. I was not prepared for that, and I have to inherit that I can do that, because the first time is the beginner's luck. The second time That may be really a hardship, and you have to train yourself that you do it a second time, okay? And the other thing is I document this here for the environment change, because we having, like in California, we're having so many droughts here this year, and as you see the trees, I want to document and then look how looks it in 10 years, or someone else does it, and do we still have trees with this water situation, that it's not raining regularly, it rains like hell, what is not storage for the trees, or it rains not at all for months, and that will be for Europe quite a problem. So I document this too, and I think we all have to go ahead with the environment to get other ideas, and e-bikes may be one of the way to enjoy life and not to pollute the planet, because you always should think you need not much electricity. The rest you pedal, and the more you pedal, the better you come up. Okay, have fun to watch it. So here comes soon my last hope for my habits of electric recharging in the restaurant. Fortunately, there's a small village on this mountain, and we soon will enter that village. And on the right side you see a restaurant. Normally they are parking trucks, and I knew already, okay, no trucks, no business here. So you see it. How do you handle these situations? You just switch them away. You cannot afford to panic. That's not working. You did such a long way. Okay, we're entering the village. You see it. On the right side will appear the restaurant, and you will see no trucks, nothing. The restaurant is closed. Well, I'm not very happy about this situation. I have to accept it. And how do I do it? You see, then I will make a stop and I make a decision. Do I go on, or do I go back? This decision has to be made, but I'm aware that a second time in this trip I don't make this hill up, because I know him already, and I have to conquer this hill. Somehow I have to make it. Maybe eventually I have to stop a car that he takes me the last meters if it's not working. So we'll see what we do. I made the decision, give me 5 kilometers more before I come to a final approach. And one thing is very important: always stay in the first gear, economy mode, or par or pass 1, because if you do the arrow, you're tired, and you switch to the second electricity support, that may be on this hill that the voltage goes down rapidly and the battery switch is off, even if not yet empty, and the battery does not come back. I tested this. So you better stay in the low gear and low battery support, and you can get another 20 kilometers. If you go in the high power electricity, it may suddenly switch off with no mercy, and it does not come back. I had this once, so let's do that. So now another point what I want to bring here. This video is around about 60 minutes. There is no monetizing on it. And why? Because it has no ads, no advertising, no stupid advertising when you don't need, no scam advertising, no interruptions you have not to click. The video runs by itself. In the background you can start cooking or do something else, or relax, enjoy the life, and no interruptions from stupid people who want to conquer your brain with fear, anxiety messages. So I must know that even Elon Musk said it, that there are scam interruptions from advertising, and I think YouTube should stop that shit here. So let's go on a little bit. Hope it looks always as if it goes downhill. This is a big error from the camera. I don't know why that happens. It's not, actually it's not. So we are still trying to get to the end of this mountain, and soon we will have reached the mountain top, 1100 meters, the Col Auris, and we are free to come in the most beautiful area of St Andre-Les-Alpes, with the Lac de Castillon and the Gorge du Verdon, the most touristic thing, what we will later show. And I got the idea, if ever I make this, I make another adventure where I invite you. I will take the Corsica ferries with my e-bike and to make a trip around Corsica. You should know 40 kilometers in car is 2 hours. It goes up, down, left, right. So where do I recharge there? Probably on campings, restaurants, but I will try that, and when it's the time, I publish this. Okay, so this for goodbye. Enjoy your life and make your adventures as long as you can, and inspire others by doing something or sometimes not doing it. It's not so important. If you not achieve it, okay, then you make other try, but just try it and get inspiration, get out of this frustration of 2 years COVID. That's so important. Okay, bye bye.
So it's goes a little bit down. Oh man, a little bit. Oh yeah.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes. Pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back.
I'm not fucking with you today, Siri.
I'm not fucking with you either. Turn right.
I'm not turning right.
Recalculating. You stupid ass. Will you just listen to what I say?
No, this is why I like Alexa better than you.
I'm tired of you threatening me with that stupid hoe Alexa. Turn right.
I'm not fucking with you today, Siri.
I'm not fucking with you either. Turn right.
I'm not turning right.
Recalculating. You stupid ass. Will you just listen to what I say?
No, this is why I like Alexa better than you.
I'm tired of you threatening me with that stupid hoe Alexa.